When you speak English, how often do you say, I think? It's not wrong. In fact, it's a really useful phrase, but using it too often can make your speech feel repetitive or a little less confident. Today, you're going to discover 19 great alternatives to I think. These will help you sound more expressive. But let me be clear, this isn't about sounding perfect. It's about expanding your range of vocabulary so that you can communicate with clarity and variety. Let's begin with some casual, everyday alternatives that work brilliantly in conversations with friends and family. Here are 4 expressions that sound warm, honest, and personal. To be honest, use this at the beginning of a sentence to show you're sharing your real thoughts. For example, to be honest, that film was far too long for my liking. I'm not going to lie. This one is super casual and very British. It works at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. You'll often hear going to reduced to gonna. I'm not gonna lie. For example, I'm not gonna lie, that cake was delicious. Personally speaking, this also comes at the start of a sentence and makes it clear that you're offering your personal opinion. Personally speaking, I don't think pineapple belongs on pizza. In all honesty, this one sounds a little more formal than to be honest, but works in the same way. In all honesty, I prefer quiet nights over big parties. Let's move on to 3 casual phrases that are a little more confident or assertive. If you ask me, this can go at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. Exams don't always show how clever someone is, if you ask me. I reckon. This one's very British and quite relaxed. I reckon we should leave early to avoid traffic. I'd say. Another nice one to use at the start of a sentence. Of course, you can opt to say the phrase in full, I would say, but in a casual setting, the contraction I'd feels more natural. I'd say that's the best curry house in town. Now, for 2 slightly more reflective phrases, perfect for when you're giving a thoughtful opinion. My take on something is, you use this when introducing your perspective. My take on social media is that it's helpful but also quite distracting. And finally, the way I see it. The way I see it, we've got to rethink the whole plan. All right, quick challenge. Imagine your friend wants to quit their job and move abroad. This is something you have done yourself in the past, so you know what it's like. You don't believe your friend would enjoy the experience. Which phrase would you choose to share your opinion? In all honesty, personally speaking, or I reckon? Drop your answer in the comments. Now, let's turn to more formal expressions. These are great for meetings, presentations, emails, or polite disagreement. Here are 3 phrases that help you frame your point of view. From my point of view, from where I stand, and as far as I'm concerned. These all go at the beginning of a sentence. From my point of view, the project was a great success. From where I stand, the benefits of cycling outweigh the risks. As far as I'm concerned, everyone should have access to free healthcare. Now, let's look at 3 phrases you can use when your opinion is based on personal experience or belief. I believe, I feel, and I find that. These also go at the beginning and are usually followed by a that clause. And you can say that or omit it. It's completely up to you. For example, I believe that she's the right person for the job. I feel we've made real progress this quarter. I find that walking meetings are more productive. And finally, here are 3 phrases that are very diplomatic, great when you want to express your opinions gently or tactfully. It seems to me that, my impression is that, and my view is, it seems to me that the team needs more time. My impression is that she's more confident than she used to be. My view is that public transport should be more affordable. So now you've got 19 better ways to give your opinion in English. Try using one of these phrases in the comments to share your opinion about anything. Your favourite film, your opinion on pineapple pizza, or even your thoughts on this lesson. And if you'd like a copy of the notes, then you can grab that as a downloadable PDF by clicking on the link in the description. And if you want to learn even more useful English phrases, check out this video on British expressions that native speakers use all the time. I'll see you there.